To all our family and friends and the folks that mean so much to Justin Alex for coming this way to our special place for this special time. Personally, I think it's great whenever you get Phillies fans and Yankees and Mets fans together in Red Sox territory to celebrate, come together, have a good time. I mean, geez, guys have won Nobel Prizes for much less. But I wanted to welcome my mom and dad, my brothers Steve and Nancy, the Plezak family, the Fakitas family, and all the rest of our family and friends, and certainly all the diplomats. It's great to see Bar Harbor become FNM Nation. You're a great group. And certainly to my lovely wife Jerry, the anchor of our family. And kind of sentimental guy that I am, I think it's always important to pause and remember those folks who aren't with us. You know, Gert Bruno, Bob Sheehan, Jaji, who just was here, I love dearly. My Uncle Buck and Uncle Wall, Aunt Ann and Aunt Sarah, all the others. Pardon me for mentioning them, but Bobby Meininger, Buddy and Jerry, Merv and Betty, Stevie Z, Dr. and Mrs. Benison, Phil. I'm sure they're up at some heavenly happy hour, raising a toast and sending blessings and good thoughts for Jess, Alex, and all. So a little housekeeping. This December will be my folks' 60th anniversary. Whoa. And they're still going strong, and I want to say congratulations and God bless you, Dad, man. You'll notice a little blue book that my Amish printers and I put together. It contains some of Jess's my favorite quotes, poems, hymns, songs, and some positive thoughts that I plagiarized, fabricated, and most of them I actually put together myself. To thinking clearly, working on your attitude, stay in the course. Stay in the course. One of Jess's greatest attributes, I think, is her optimism and positivity in handling difficult situations. I often call her and our good friend Donnie Wagner our ministers of motivation. So I hope you'll use this and remember this time. Maybe it'll help you out in a difficult time, or you can say, Jesus Christ, man, that herb is always proselytizing. You'll enjoy it. One other thing, why Maine? I hope you don't mind me talking about it, but we've been coming to Maine for over 30 years. My dad had an Air Force buddy in the Cape, and my brother Steve went to Dartmouth. And in 1980, after I finished my first tour in California, Jerry and I came up here for a visit. The next year, came to a course at Colby, found a house, and I convinced my dad to go in up with me, and we've been coming ever since. The kids have been coming here since they were born. And other than 4 years in California, I've been here most summers. And Maine has provided a nice break from the maddening crowd and a time to get together, to read, to hike, to bike, to howl at the moon, to spend time with the family, drink a lot of roses, eat some good food, and get together with our family and friends. There's many other folks who have come here and found the same respite. I hope you do and enjoyed it. And one of the reasons Jess and Alex came here, other than loving it, is because they're hoping to get you folks up here, and they've been successful. To be married here with all of you with us thrills us all. And one of the main things, the cool things about being a dad is you're there from the beginning. I delivered both of my kids, and I'm not a good spectator. And Sarah kind of came out in 7 minutes, but Jess was a little more difficult labor. 36 hours of spinal labor, which is her head pressing on Jerry's lumbosacral plexus. And when she came out, one of the amazing things I noted other than the compromising position my dear wife was in, says that she was a conehead. If you know the physiology and the cranial sutures and the elasticity and all that stuff, I mean, she had the most marked torpedo head I ever saw. And I was sitting there, like, rubbing it, thinking, oh, geez, what are we going to tell people? And now she's going to wear a hat. But with time and my gentle caressing, corrected, while she has a crumple head, it's not a cone anymore. So, you know, we moved a lot and came to State College in 1992. Just graduated in 2001. And we headed down to Lancaster and F&M with Freddie Abramson. And we dropped her off. And as you know, Jess is a star golfer, a good athlete, was a leader in student life, and you know, sometimes a good student. And she had many friends, and the guys seemed to like her. I mean, I think it's a bonus when you have a lady who's as good an athlete as you are. But we started about midway through F&M, started hearing about Alex. And I found the need to go down and help her and drive her around lessons. And they developed a great friendship, and that grew. You know, Alex, like Jess, was a very good athlete and great student. And they share interest in sports, the arts, travel, books, and have also other individual interests and talents. Last year was a very fortunate year for our family. You know, Jess was accepted to med school. Sarah graduated from Georgetown. And right before starting school, we got a call that Jess had proposed. And Alex had proposed. Actually, in 2011, it's a joint proposal. And Alex was a decent enough guy to call me and tell me about his love for Jess. So, and we're thrilled to have Alex join Jess in our family and get together with Fakitas, great family. I think Alex and Jess have a strong foundation for building a solid life together. And Team Fakitas, I call it. Team Fakitas Kunkel. And as my mom always said, one of the most important things in life and in a good marriage is learning from each other and growing together. So, as we wrap this up, sports fans, a few thoughts from Dad. As the kids were growing, I always coached it from 3rd to 9th grade, especially baseball. You know, my dad coached my brothers and I. A lot of my colleagues sadly were too busy. And often I was given lineups and strategies from an ER handling a trauma fracture, scrubbing in an emergent case. And usually the second practice, I'd bring the knee fluid oil, and we work on the gloves. How you take care of your gloves. We'd also talk about things, you know, what happened in the winter, what was going on in their lives, how we planned the year, our approach to the season, handling of tough situations and winning. And as this special day and your honeymoon start to distance themselves, and when many of the positive and inspirational talks fade, the real challenges begin, Jess and Alex. And along with the joys of being together. It won't always be easy or fun, and sometimes things aren't fair. You know, you might forget to flush the toilet, or at least put the lid down. You know, you'll weather some personal and family tragedies, your finances may be strained, and you may have some career changes. But a few tips as you move forward. You know, as you begin, you know, you're new, you've been together a lot, but when you're not always sure where you're going, the road, any road may look good. But be patient. You have many in family and friends, many are here, that'll help you out anytime. Never be afraid to ask for help. Wisely consider their advice. And I'm not saying I always do it, but if they offer good help or rehab, don't just say no, no, no. Continue to work hard accomplishments. Sorry, I'm reading a little bit. The memory's getting short. There's only one way to get to Carnegie Hall. You may at times find yourself in situations that are uncomfortable or risky. But you often learn invaluable lessons and find out about yourself. And as you live, things that don't kill you usually make you better. Life is a series of lessons which must be lived to be understood. Never be afraid of failing, because you'll rue the things that you didn't try. Take some chances. It's always better to go down swinging than take a third strike. The best part of any game is the opportunity to play and take full advantage of these challenges. And never forget you're a team. You know, coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success. The measure of your relationship, or any relationship, is not the frequency of contact, but knowing the other person is there, supporting your dreams and endeavors. Along with your grandparents and Alex's folks, I've been blessed with the most supportive spouses. You know, personally, Jerry's been a rock, and the anchor of Team Kunkel. We're not always that easy to live with, but you know, she kind of sticks around for the entertainment. You'll often find yourself in peculiar and challenging situations, but remember, when you hold a cat by the tail, you learn things you can learn no other way. Don't sweat the small stuff, because in a couple of years, it won't matter. But conversely, if you take care of the little things, you'll be better positioned to handle the bigger stuff. And while doing this in your busy life, take time off to enjoy each other, your family and friends. You know, as my good friend Ferris Bueller said, life moves fast. Sometimes you have to stop, look around, or it might pass you by. And with each other, and with those who are trying to help through difficult times, and Jess, as a young doctor, remember, cure sometimes, relieve often, and comfort always. As you get older, hopefully you'll find, you know, some of these thoughts from your old coach useful. And maybe if luck permits, and God willing, we'll be here to enjoy your kids in future years. So as you begin your life together, and we get this party started, let me paraphrase a great New England philosopher. If two advance confidently in the directions of their dreams and endeavors, to live the life they've imagined, they will meet a life unexpected in common hours. So my toast is just to stick together, keep dreaming, work hard, and keep smiling. Stay the course.
They're here.